Yes, my last tutorial, I actually taught on how you can easily last this particular design. If you haven't catch up with it, please go ahead and do that. Hi everyone, and my name is Udurole Mojibola. I'm your shoe making made easy tutor. All I do here is make shoe making easy and simple for you. And I need you to know that today I am going to be showing you how you can use your shank to create your heel insole, especially if you do not have a heel shoelast. In case you don't know, you need a heel shoelast to properly create an insole for your heel with your shank. But if you don't have one, then sit back and I'm going to be showing you in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to also press the notification bell so that each time I upload a video, you will be notified. Please let me know what you have learned from this video. Sit back and I'm gonna be wrong.
Now, today I'm going to be showing us how you can actually create your insole, your heel insole. Let's say you have a heel that looks like this. I believe by now you should know how to wrap this. So, now let's look at how do I create the inner sole. Now, the most appropriate way to create an insole when you want to make use of this your heel as well as your shank, for example, is to ensure that you have a shoelast that perfectly fits, that have this, that actually has the perfect height of this particular heel. Now I know the question is, so you're talking about height of heel, how out of height of the shoelast rather. Every shoelast has different height. If you don't know how to check the height of your shoelast, please let me know and I'll surely guide you on how to do that. I don't want to go into that now because I want to believe that some of us should have seen it or might have seen it, but I just need you to know that shoelast has different heights. So now, this particular height of heel, there is actually a corresponding shoelast for it. Yes, in case you don't know, now I am telling you. So I'm going to be using my ruler to check what this height is. Now let's look at it. This is the heel alone, without the top heel, is just 1 inch. This is 2.5. 2.5 centimeters is actually about 1 inch. And you see it's actually about 1 inch. You understand? So what you have here is about 1 inch heel, and then there are shoelasts that has such heights. Please, I need you to know that we have shoelasts with height of 3 inches, 2 inches, 1 inches. Some of them are as low as about 1 centimeter. You understand? So now, if you don't have a shoelast, which you are supposed to use to shape this to perfectly fit your, insole, this is what you should do. Now, if you look at this particular shank, you can see the way it looks like. You can see the way it looks like, actually. Now, if you want to know whether this height is actually perfect for this, do this. Pick up a sole. This is going to be our outer sole, for example. The final sole, the outer sole for the heel. This is the outer sole. Now, although you might not have cut yours, but I am going to suggest you can actually cut a cardboard to do this. Just cut ordinary, your insole cardboard alone. Cut it the shape or the size you want to actually work with. Now another person is wondering, how do I know how to cut? One of the major things you want to first of all understand is what size the person is wearing. Now I have taught in one of my classes as well, one of the weekend class, how to know your size, the formula you can use to know your size. There are so many things to actually learn. Sometimes we leave one and leave one and leave one. Sometimes I see some people register for January, leave February. The truth is that it's not like the class is a continuous class, but there are so many things you've got to learn each month. That is what I have found out. So now, let's say, the first thing you want to consider is, like I said, the size of the person. So you have to know the size of the person, the shape the person wants, whether it's square shape, whether it's round shape, whether it's pointed shape. You have to first of all understand that design and know what shape. So it is the shape that will be the sole determinant of whatever you want to do. Another thing that will determine it is your heel. Make sure that whatever template you want to use, you place your heel on it is either wider than it like I have here, or perfectly fitting it. you can make sure that your final, insole or your final outer sole perfectly fit it, which means it's not going to be having all of this extra. That's another thing. The only thing that should never happen is that your outer sole is smaller than this, so much so that we are actually seeing this lower part of your top heel after fixing it. This should never happen. You understand? So I need you to take note of all those important factors. So considering all of that, now I know the height. Now I know the size of the person. I have cut out the template. I know the appropriate shape I want to use. What do I do next? Now I am going to place this right here. It's not necessary that you place your outer sole. Like I said, you can cut an insole cardboard and use to do this. So what do I do? Now, if you look at this, if you place it right like this, I don't know if we can see. Can you see that it's not balanced? Can you see that it's not balanced? I'm sure you cannot see that. What do I do? How do I balance it? Let's go into that right now.